Hello traders and welcome to the Market Snapshot. I'm Valon with TitanFX.com. Today is the 17th of June 2024 and here are the top stories for the week. The USD Yen pair surged Friday morning after the Bank of Japan left its interest rate unchanged between 0.0 and 0.1%. The lack of guidance on future rate hikes discouraged the yen buying, leading the US dollar to gain about 1%. Reaching 158.20. The Bank of Japan's decision negatively impacted the yen, which has struggled this year. The central bank plans to reduce its 6 trillion yen or 38 billion US dollars monthly bond buying program, tightening its ultra-loose monetary policy. Without a clear guidance, the yen remains vulnerable to forex investors. So far, the US dollar surged 12% against the yen. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq hit another record high for the fourth consecutive day, driven by a tech rally, falling inflation, and a passive Federal Reserve stance. The S&P 500 rose 0.2% and the Nasdaq climbed 0.3% on Thursday last week. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.2% for the third day in a row. Despite the Feds leaving the interest rates unchanged last week and projecting only one rate cut instead of three, investors remain optimistic, betting on further cuts this year. The Australian dollar is depreciating against the US dollar and is approaching key levels as we speak, and the RBA faces challenges with the persistent inflation, prompting rate hikes after the pause in 2023. Officials want to ensure that inflation is under control before easing the monetary policy, and there is a 96% chance rates will remain unchanged with a potential hike in December. As usual, let's start with the economic calendar. I will highlight this week. We're starting the week with the RBA interest rate decision out of Australia. So the forecast is to keep the interest rates on hold at 4.35%. Then later on that day, we also got the retail sales coming out of the US. The forecast is at 0.2% for month to month and 2.8% for year on year. So that's slightly lower than previous numbers on the retail sales. Inflation rate out of the UK and the core inflation rate, which is the forecast is sitting at 3.2%. Previously, it was at 3.9%. So moving on June 20th, we've got the Bank of England interest rate decision. Similar to the rest of the world, they plan to keep the interest rates on hold at 5%. Then on June 21st, we've got the inflation rate out of Japan, and the inflation rate year on year is at 2.5%, and the core inflation is also at 2.5% as well. Retail sales out of the Great Britain. We also have the retail sales out of Canada as well. Hello traders, I've got the chart of the day, Aussie USD on a daily chart. The AD USD is trading at about 66 cents at the moment, reflecting about 0.18% drop today. And we've identified a strong resistance level here at 0.6565. And this resistance aligns with both the 50-day moving average and the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. So if the price breaks below this level, the next significant support will be at 61.80 for me, and that's around 64.94 on the price. As you can see, for the past 4 weeks, the price has been ranging between 65 cents and 67 cents, and this range-bound movement is likely to continue on until there's a major move from the Reserve Bank of Australia. Thank you so much for watching our videos, and if you enjoyed this video, please ensure that you like and subscribe to our channel.